he's able to kind of roll with the punches. Keep his composure.
Well, I think I like Blake's argument the best.
I would think Blake would be, just because he's dealt with more outside stuff and has more responsibilities to deal with than we do.
So Blake, while you guys have been traveling, you've taken the initiative to update the map of where you guys have been and where you're going, so that you have more reference. Yeah, I just printed a new one and started over because I'm like, that other one's obnoxious. You are at the little unmarked town by the city of Rats.
Right, we just got thrown in jail.
Yeah, well, you've been apprehended. And everybody scared me. So, last time on D&D Deltora series, bleh, y'all traveled through some prickly bushes. You managed to kill the last of the sorceress Yeagan's children under a not suspicious tree.
It was a suspicious tree!
The only tree for miles. Where you happened to get snared in a trap, but you got out and were able to destroy her children. You continued on your merry way where you found Tom's shop. Tom, the storekeeper who speaks in third person at all times, sold you a bunch of really cool stuff, which you got on bargain discount thanks to Blake catching the sign of the resistance being drawn on the counter by a gentleman all dressed in black who shortly thereafter disappeared. After he left, he was just gone. Just gone. Tom also sold you some wonderful mounts called mullets, who took for a little ride, or some of the party took for a little ride, who then got really, really excited and took a left when they didn't have. Ended up at a city. Nobody's really specified or asked where you are, like what this city is called. But they invited you in as much as they didn't want to because they weren't really impressed with Blake. And so y'all had a nice little meal where a roll was knocked off the table. Who caught that? Or didn't somebody take the blame for that?
I did.
You did. Okay, that's what I thought was you. Shortly thereafter, Jasmine was feeding Feely some nice fruits and vegetables when they fed him, and you were apprehended because you had brought dirtiness, filth, into their city. So you have been apprehended by the Rakaja, these all dressed in, and they have brought you up to, there was like the head table, and they've brought you up there, and they haven't like specifically arrested you, they've just kept you detained while they are searching the town looking for Feely, who has disappeared.
Down.
Yes. So as you stand there, you guys are standing there for probably, they probably give you some chairs to sit on. No, there's no chairs in this room. You stand there for 2
we don't
days.
have our stuff.
Yes, your stuff is out in the hallway. So after about 2 hours, Reese, who is the lead one of the Rakaja, he says, "That's it. We must go forward. We must proceed with the trial to find out if their fate."
So we, what are we accused of again? Bringing filth in?
Yes. Unclean. Being unclean. That's just gross.
I was like, gonna spit on him. No.
You will be deemed or judged by the God of Truth.
Goblet of truth.
Yes.
How does it determine good, like innocent versus guilty?
My dog's still outside, isn't she? They didn't let my dog in.
I have no idea where your dog is.
Yeah, they didn't let
the dog in.
Oh. I thought you were talking about Meadow, and I was like, I don't know, ask Mom.
There is no guilt or innocence. You are guilty, for you did bring filth into the city.
Prove it.
That little crawling creature. Brought it forth.
I'm gonna start speaking squeak speak.
I,
Just insulting him in squeak speak.
He looks at you and he's like, you. What is your name?
Look.
Oleg.
chicken.
You were the first to soil our city by dropping the roll. Will you stand trial?
Dropping a roll.
Yes. For being unclean.
What a kangaroo court we're in.
Yep. I'll stand trial for it.
So it shall be done. So everybody has gathered back in this room, and behind you there's a very large, like in a big hall, there's like the great big brick, stone, whatever, fireplace, and you're like kind of on a raised platform. So he ushers Oleg into the middle, and you guys are, he just kind of pushes you guys to the side where you are watched by the Rakaja, and you watch as Reese over to the shelf and pulls something off the shelf, and it is a goblet. It's silver. It looks like it's intricately detailed, but none of you are close enough to make out the details on it. The goblet of truth will determine your fate. Will you live or will you die? And he holds up.
So, what does the Goblet of Truth do exactly?
I'm explaining that.
Okay, God. It just was very vague and ambiguous. Like, I don't really want to die. Like,
You're not on trial at the moment.
Well, don't. Well, I'm
What
going
is your
to,
name?
I'm not, Steve.
Steve, you are not on trial. Your Oleg is on trial.
Hey, Oleg, don't. Just don't.
So he holds up these two pieces of paper, and one says life, and the other says death. And he says, Oleg, you have chosen to stand trial. These sheets will be placed into the goblet. You will draw one. And so he takes and he's brandishing this goblet and these pieces of paper, and he's facing out towards this audience of all of these residents of this town, and puts two pieces of paper in the goblet, and you can see that there's like magical fire that's basically, it's the freaking goblet of fire, right? Yeah, but not quite as big. Oleg, give me a perception check with advantage.
Okay. So, and 17. 26.
26. So you're watching this whole fiasco, or this man on the goblet. And as you glance out the crowd, the girl that had been your waitress, for lack of a better term, you managed to catch her eye, or make eye contact with her. That sounds a little better. And as Reese drops these two slips of paper into the goblet, you see that her eyes get super big, like, and then she notices that you have seen her do this, and she looks concerned, and she mouths the words, both say death.
Figured.
It's a kangaroo court, I'm telling you. They're just gonna kill us.
So, but you did see him before. One said death and one said life. And so he holds the goblet out to you. Draw one. Your fate awaits you. fall down over there.
I'm gonna use my breath weapon and shoot it into the. No, I'm kidding. Just like kill a bunch of innocent people.
Choose!
How about I draw one and you draw the other?
I am not on trial. That is not the way the court proceeds. You will draw one slip.
Reaches in and draws both. Opens them both.
Okay.
You've again chosen death twice.
Ah, I see. The cards have chosen you. The magic of the goblet has spoken. It has chosen death.
On both pieces of paper.
It seems so. It seems the magic of the goblet has chosen.
Seems like it's false. Things rigged. I challenge you to Mortal Kombat.
He
I challenge you. Duel.
rolls his eyes.
Duel.
I'm just here for the chaos.
He just rolls his eyes at you, and he looks over to his fellow Rakaja, and he says, "Seize them! Put them in the dungeon!"
Duel.
Now,
See the violence inherent in the system. See the violence inherent in the system. I'm being oppressed.
Handing out swords isn't a good way to do government.
I didn't vote for you. Drawing slips from a magical goblin is no way to dispense punishment.
anyway, in
I'm being oppressed. I'm yelling.
people are just looking at you like you
Blake
are
is going along with it too.
raving madman. And so there are 10 of these Rakaja all together, and you watch as one of them just reaches over. I'm sorry, but Blake, you are very tiny. Just like picks you up by the back of your
I'm gonna bite him.
here. So you're just like.
You know mice can twist themselves like in their
Yes.
skin, right?
Start
Yes.
defecating.
Yeah.
They'll freak out and lose their mind.
I'm going to use my necrotic breath, and the saliva is going to drip out of my thing. I'm going to like foam at the mouth.
Okay. Anyway, you will all be imprisoned until such time as execution may proceed.
Yeah, we're gonna
Take away.
I challenge you.
Trial by combat.
There is no such thing. You have come to our city.
There is
These
no
are our
such thing
laws.
as a magical goblet that judges people.
So says you. We say otherwise.
Your shit's rigged.
Be gone!
Your shit's rigged.
Be gone!
Oh, it's inherent in the system.
Be gone!
Hands as they're dragging us. I'm like, fuck you!
Mr. Titania starts going off on this long engine about
Have at least
politics.
2 of these red guards that have seized you by both arms. Well, except for you, Blake, who just has one that's just picked you up and is like,
Some of my dwarf daddies.
Can I try and kick him?
you can try.
I'm gonna.
Am I still wearing my armor?
Yes.
Okay. I know I don't have my shield, but oh, can I do a quick divine to see if there are any celestials, fiends, undead, consecrated, or desecrated?
Sure.
At 60 feet.
You can do that.
Okay, I do it, and I like. Are there any undead?
No.
Okay.
There's these are
No,
just
regular.
these are people.
Humans, people. Okay.
yeah, and most of the people in this room are just what appear to be citizens of this
Right.
town.
I don't know. It's worth a shot.
It seems that like the Rakasha, these ones in red, are the leaders, so to
Right,
speak.
like the peacekeepers.
So we have 5 guards moving us down.
Weird.
You-
Controller's not working.
Well, you each have 2 that have you by the arms, except for Blake, who only has 1 that has her by the short collar. The others are following though, so all 10 of
so
them
all
are
10
there.
of them are down there.
So 10 on 3.
Yeah, well 4, because one's here too.
Okay. So then my 3 spirit guardians would be 7.
You start walking down the stairway towards the corridor, and you notice as you're walking.
Does a 19 hit to kick him?
Sure. Roll a d4 for your damage.
I cast Find Steed.
That's plus strength, right?
Sure.
Base strength.
Sure.
6 damage.
He looks at you and he's like, "Stop it!" Really hard.
I'm gonna keep kicking him! I'm gonna kick him the whole way.
Okay. So you notice as you're led down these stairs and down this hallway, you assume you're being taken to what would be like in any other like place, any other city. It would be a dank, dark dungeon.
Right.
But like the rest of this town, it's not. Everything is pristine white. It is very clean. It is very well illuminated.
Okay.
And lock the door. All of you are in the same cell together. And then leave.
Are the
We're
bars?
talking,
How far apart are the bars?
Can you squeeze through it?
I can squeeze through things as if I'm tiny. I'm technically class of medium creature, but the bars are 3 inches apart. Is that enough for a tiny creature to pass through?
Fucking no.
Just-
You can squeeze through, but there's probably going to be someone that can kick you in the head when you get out. And
They
what
left,
about?
didn't they?
I'm going to start yelling through the bars, calling them pigs and a bunch of nasty names.
Your throat hurts after a while.
Yeah.
he described the cell.
So 3 of the walls appear to be some type of solid brick type structure. The side that you were put in on, it looks like just an old time metal bars, metal lock.
Does the lock
Jail
seem to
cell.
be magic?
Do an arcana check.
Helps if I have my dice out.
Yeah, I can squeeze through that.
Okay. Now you're on the other side.
Cool. Can I fucking pick the lock on this?
You can sure give it a shot.
Do you have thieves' tools?
Do you have thieves' tools?
I do have thieves' tools.
Okay.
An Arcana 13.
13. That's not a great roll, but you get enough of a sense to know that no, this is just a lock.
Okay.
It's just a lock.
So it's just straight up bars, barred cell door,
Yes.
or is it a wooden cell door?
It's all metal. And how long from the time that they dump you in here to the point where it decides to walk through the bars, how long do you wait?
Not long. Maybe like a minute.
So I'm gonna say that they probably haven't gotten super far. They're leaving you, but in a minute they probably haven't completely left. So
I'll
let
wait until they are out of sight. How about that?
Okay.
Out of earshot from me.
Chasing down still key.
Where's the fucking character?
Right, and then what? We're still like locked in a prison of a city that hates us.
Dude.
There were no they were all like humans, weren't they?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
These are all just humanoids.
I
So-
Humans.
disguise myself.
You're an orc, aren't you? Half orc?
Yeah, but I had to go with disguise.
Oh, I don't.
Are you being stealthy as you go out this thing? Give me a stealth roll too.
Okay. I'm gonna search this.
Wait. Let's resolve Blake's moment of getting out of the bars first.
17.
17. Okay.
Why the-
You are able to sneak out the bars just fine, but one of these Rakasha is standing at the top of the stairs. Where the angle of looking out the cell, you couldn't quite see him until you step out, and he like, and he goes back down and he goes to push you back through the cell.
Just like grab you and jam you through.
So he's come up to grab her?
Yes. Well, he's just trying to like shoo her back in.
I cast Compelled Duel.
That's not a bad idea because you have to open the door.
Do it.
Yeah,
Can I take all this back and he didn't see you?
No, fuck you! I cast Compelled Duel. He needs to make a DC 15 wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 15?
15.
Come on, buddy. Do I have...
It's
Does
a
he
box
have...
of blue roll right there.
It was-
Yeah, that really is. Like, come on,
No, this is
buddy.
a different one.
Mark that spell off real quick. Because even if he's...
That's hilarious.
17. So if he fails, what happens?
Nothing. Oh, if he fails, he can't leave more than 30 feet away from me, and well, he gets disadvantage on attacking creatures that are not me.
Okay. So he wasn't trying to attack you. He's just trying to get you to go back in. He's like,
I'm just.
and what? People are gross. And he's just gonna like.
I said it in common. What are you talking? I said, "Fight me, coward!"
No. He just kind of looks at you like, we'll figure out a different place to put you later. And he just walks back up the stairs.
Okay, can I pick the lock on
Yes.
the door?
And while she's trying to pick said lock, let me set a DC for that. We're going to set that at that. What would you like?
I would like to search the room,
Okay.
like just like see if there's anything weird about any of this cell,
Okay.
like a specific brick color or something. That is an investigation.
Yep.
That was a 9.
With a 9,
Probably don't.
you
find
don't notice one thing. This is the cleanest jail cell you have ever seen.
You scrub the ground.
A blemish, not a single speck of dirt.
I think she needs her, or she is requesting her.
Her TREAT.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you picked the damn door yet?
I was looking for a thing. Let me use one of my preparation die real quick.
Okay.
Okay. 11. That goes to 15. And then that also adds the sleight of hand. 15, 16, 17, 18. 18.
Okay, you pick the cell door.
Let's go.
Alright. What?
I want you to roll, just for shits and giggles. You did really well with unlocking that door, but I want to know how long it took you to unlock that door. Roll a d6.
What was the other?
You did an amazing job picking this lock. You did so good. You were a perfectionist with it, but it took you about 5 hours to pick this lock.
5 hours. You were sitting there like.
Meanwhile,
Okay. Shit.
I'm just sitting there like, you got this. Yeah. No, okay. You got this.
Because I used a hunt prep, does that reduce any time?
Sure. Roll a d4. Let's see how many hours you could take off.
2.
2. It only took you 3 hours.
Only
Okay,
3 hours.
3 hours
Only
seems
3
a lot
hours.
better than 5.
Well,
I was gonna talk to Jasmine.
Oh yeah, how's she doing?
Do you think Feely's okay?
yes, I think he'll be fine. He'll find us. He's very good at hiding. I do not like this room.
Can you put your hand on the wall for
What's
me?
wrong with the room?
Just real quick. There's a handprint on the wall for her. There's just a thin layer of filth on her all the time. I think the last time she had a bath was when she fell into a river, wasn't
It's
it?
probably about the last time you guys all had a bath.
Yeah.
There's well, like there's nothing. I don't know that there's anything wrong with this room. It's just so very small. So I can't leave. I can't go anywhere. I don't like this. I do not like it here. And she's just walking around in circles in the room, just pacing.
Claustrophobia.
Well, I don't know that it's necessarily claustrophobia.
Well, yeah, but it's like she's out in the world.
Right.
You know, there's been no confinement. Now she's in a box.
She didn't.
There's something like agoraphobia. No, it is claustrophobia. Agoraphobia is the fear of wide open spaces.
Oh.
What?
Places, and then the Dixie chicks show up. It's not that she's necessarily claustrophobic. It's just like because she's from the forest and stuff. She didn't like God's house, which now you know for good reason. She didn't like Tom's shop. And she's not familiar with being in a building. She's used to being outside.
Same thing as like a farm dog who's never been inside.
Yeah,
Being inside is like the worst thing ever.
Yeah, it's stressful. Not being able to see a full 300 feet in a direction is wrong. Yeah.
So, and you open the door and you're like, ta-da! And as you open this door, are you guys gonna go out?
Yeah.
I'm going to disguise myself as one of the brothers
How are you gonna do that?
with my disguise kit.
Do you have a red robe?
I don't know. I have to.
Well, I mean, this you've never seen people like them around Deltora, so I don't know if you'd be carrying around a whole lot of red stuff. Give me a luck roll. Let's see what you've got that you dress up in.
Crit.
Crit. Okay.
For some reason, you have their exact outfit.
You have a whole lot of red shit, and you're able to muddle together some kind of red outfit. And as you guys walk out the jail cell, the door at the top of the stairs opens, and you hear it close, and the girl, Tara, is standing there.
The one that I took the fall for.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing? What?
Getting the fuck out of here.
Oh,
I'm busy that
such
day.
language. Did they bring you water?
No.
No, they didn't bring us anything.
The hell is
Did
it?
they bring you food?
No.
You have your packs though, right?
Lady.
You just have.
Yeah, I could really use my crossbow and my sword.
My
and
yeet javelin. I
my
just got that. I hadn't even been
my
able to...
dog. That would be great.
What is that?
Sweet Jesus.
They didn't bring you any of those.
Why would they bring us such stuff? Yeah,
Nice.
you wouldn't have your lockpicking kit.
That's why it took you 3 hours.
Mm.
I mean, you'd have like
I'd
Actually,
imagine
like,
Blake would just keep
pouches.
shit in her
and-
pockets. I have
Yeah.
a suit, assuming I have at least like 4 pockets.
Okay.
Well, yeah, and you've been a thief some, so you probably have like a lot of extra pockets.
True.
You're like the trench coat guy that opens and then he's got lots
I'm
of
your
pockets.
mom.
Buying.
My mom wears cargo pants.
She was complaining the fact that she didn't have pockets the other day. It was pretty funny.
So Tara looks really concerned. She's like, I don't understand. Reese said that they were going to provide you with everything. Technically, only Oleg is the one that's dead. No, only Oleg was put to death. You would be let loose after he is.
I don't
executed.
know how to break it to you, but I think that your justice system's a little corrupt.
Violence and hate.
I mean, everywhere other than here, dropping a roll would consist of being put to death.
But
Susie,
there are. I don't know. No, I don't understand because the filth and the unclean. And she does that thing they'd all been doing, the no rads. And she's like, no, they keep us safe.
that's
I mean, I'm a mouse.
But on the outside, they're not really all that safe.
Yeah, and
There's
people
not-
on the outside, they get sick and they die, and there's sickness and illness and creatures
Telling me
that
people never get sick here.
age, but generally, no, we don't have illness. We don't have sickness.
But you're living in a box. You don't get experience.
We are healthy and we are happy.
Are you happy?
I am happy. I am not
You
happy
would've
right this
been-
minute.
You would have been put had I
As is our law.
right.
Food will
That's-
not be spilled.
That's not a good
That's-
way to live.
That's extremist, man.
No, it's what keeps us alive. It's what keeps us happy and healthy.
How old are
Specifically
you?
healthy. Oh, I don't.
27 and a half.
24.
No raids.
I think y'all are a
I'm-
bunch of loonies.
What are you going to do now that you've escaped? What are you going to do? You can't leave. The gates are locked for the night. You can't leave.
I'm just trying to get my shit back.
Yeah, that's goal one, is get our stuff back.
Okay, I can show you where your things are, but my friends get hurt.
Why
What
would
Everybody lives here. We all live
I
here.
wouldn't hurt your friends and family.
How do I know that?
You're just gonna have to trust
He
this
literally took the fall for you. He's literally dying in your place.
I understand that,
So
but
why would we?
if you
why
want
would,
to go out weapons drawn, are you going to discriminate who you murder? Or how are you going to
I
get
just
away?
want to go home.
There's no way to escape except for the gates. I mean, there's
I mean, lady,
there's
we
maybe
weren't even supposed to be here.
obviously he's supposed to be here. Nobody's supposed to come here.
Right. We would like to go home.
So
I can't get you out the gates, and there's only one other way. But everyone that goes that way, they die.
okay, well,
I'll take my chances.
lady, I'm gonna go get my stuff.
I know where your stuff is.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go get my stuff, and you can just fuck off.
Oh, so you're gonna find your way out all by yourself?
Yeah, there's a gate, isn't there?
There is. Yes. There are guards.
I've got a hammer.
See, you're going to murder my friends and family.
Well, if your friends and
No.
family didn't
Maybe I
falsely
should yell
imprison
for
me-
help.
Maybe we're escalating the situation.
Well, her friends and family are trying to fucking murder me, so...
They're not trying to murder you. They're only trying to murder Oleg.
Okay, well, your friends
my friends and family.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Your friends and family are trying to murder my friends and family. Like,
Judged.
You told him that it was rigged.
I'm sure that was just an error. I'm sure.
We
okay.
watched them on the paper. One said,
Life and one says death.
And then they both
and I
said
pulled
that.
both out, and they both said.
I know. I told you that. I don't know.
So it was rigged.
I'm
and
sure it
you
was
knew
an accident.
No, it's not an accident.
it's not.
Okay.
Your leaders rule by fear.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing. I'm going to judge you for living that way. We are good people. We came here on accident because
Well, can you leave for purpose?
You're trying to do.
I'm not going to make you change your way of life, but
I think y'all are
killing
loony.
somebody over a roll is
It's not.
We drop food.
Okay,
We
but,
are taught from a very young age.
but dropping.
There are classes, and we are taught the ways of cleanliness.
Dropping food on accident shouldn't
Be a
be
death.
It brings
at all.
evil creatures and germs.
If
and
you believe that, then why did you let me take the fall for you? You didn't want to die.
No, I didn't want to die.
But
Nobody
it's the
would want
rules.
to die.
Rules.
No.
Are done.
I'm sure
So
you have
you-
rules wherever you come from too, and if you broke them and you were going to die, you wouldn't want. I'm here to help you
But
because
our-
you helped me.
Our laws by death are if you murder somebody.
Why are you with me? I just came to check on you. I was trying to help.
We are concerned about you.
I'm
and your
fine.
Family.
I
Would you
can.
please show us to our stuff? We will take the cave route to get out.
I don't know about a cave. There is a tunnel. But it's death.
Secret tunnel! Secret
You have
tunnel!
to promise me something, though. All of you.
Uh-huh.
All of
What is it?
all of you. If I am to be put to death for showing you the way out, which I would deserve, but I will show you the way, but you must be very quiet. Can you do that?
Yes.
I can do my best. Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
I just don't want.
They're not gonna.
I'm not here to harm any of your family.
I will show you the way, but you must be silent.
Come right at me.
We didn't want to be here in the first place.
So she walks down the stairs because she was still just standing at the top of the staircase, and she walks down and she walks around, like, kind of, and your shit's just there underneath the stairs.
For fuck's sake.
Thank you.
Spent 20 minutes strapping all this stuff back on.
Right?
You might want to leave all your stuff off for trying to be silent. We can always put it on tunnels, whatever.
What? Ching! You're right. So I'm gonna kick out some extra clothes and stuff and stuff my
One other thing, please.
armor.
What?
My companion here has a companion that,
This one, dog.
yes.
Dog. My dog. Yes.
It's outside. You
Yes.
okay?
I will.
You get outside, you can look for it. I can't.
So the tunnels are outside then.
It supposedly leads outside. I've never gone in there.
And we're trusting you to get us out.
No one can go there or they die. Except for the Rakaja. No one can go
That's
there.
not normal. But just saying, people are a little strange,
Hindsight, we should have just grabbed like a bunch of rolls and stuff and thrown them at people.
right?
So if they dropped it because they couldn't catch it, and have a bunch of people being put to death.
So what do you want me to tell you? You can look for your dog? You can look for your dog.
Lieutenant.
I can't go out there and look for it.
Is
So
the dog outside the gate?
is that
Or
how
it
you
outside
left
the
it?
building?
I'm assuming this is a beast of some sort.
Yeah,
creature?
a wolf.
It would be outside the gates, or I don't know how friendly it is to you. Maybe it ran away, but I left it out there.
I mean, I thought she just wasn't allowed in the building.
She was not, but like the whole thing is like a big gated city, like big tall brick wall, tall gates, tall everything, and so she is at the gates. Outside the gates is where
Go through the tunnels to get to where the dog was at.
you have to go through the tunnels to get out of the city.
Okay. What I mean is I don't want to go through the tunnel to go outside the city. The dog's inside the city.
Right.
No,
yeah.
they didn't want the dog in the city. They wouldn't have voluntarily
Okay.
brought it to the city.
Okay. See?
Jasmine, is Feely going to be able to find us?
He'll find us. I have faith. He'll find us.
Okay. I'll show us to the tunnel entrance.
You must be very quiet. He starts leading you through this town, or it basically, this town is like one giant building with several different wings and she leads you to a door and she says, "Now, it is imperative that you stay quiet so that the cooks don't hear us." And so she opens the door, and everybody go ahead and give me stealth checks. Let's just see. And we'll do this kind of as a group thing. I guess Jasmine better roll too, huh?
7.
2.
I'm going to ask
17.
Well, actually, 17.
I don't even know which one of those I just rolled. So they all roll together. Okay.
17.
Did we all get 17?
Through the mouth.
29 for Jasmine. She's like, 17.
Got a real spread.
Hey, we got a
from.
17.
17 works. So she and you see you are looking down over what appears to be a kitchen area.
That's tall. I was waiting to see if someone will blow a 10. That's that.
7. Well, I rolled a 19 and a 20 and a 7.
Can I continue with my image?
Yeah, go ahead. Go for it.
So anyway, she leads you in, and you're basically on like a catwalk. There's like this series of catwalks that go above this kitchen area. And she whispers and she says, usually the only up here is the Rakasha, to kind of keep an eye on the kitchens. And as you look down, you will see, there's probably 6 or 7 different chefs that are all working and at different stations. Now, mind you, it's nighttime, and these people are just working for the breakfast meals. And you see that there's one guy, he's making cakes, and he's just like intricately decorating them. See another person who is roasting meats and, braising them and whatever you do to these meats that he's cooking. And somebody's vegetables, and all these people are very busy, and they're producing like copious amounts of food. Like, you guys saw how much was brought out on these platters, and it was a lot of food. It's a pretty big town. There's a lot of people here. But the amount of food that they are preparing is extravagantly more than what would be necessary to feed this town. And, okay, this way. She starts leading you across these blocks, and as you watch, she suddenly is like, stop, everybody stop. And you watch, and one of these Rakasha, you're too high up to recognize who it is, but he walks in, and he starts going up to each one of these cook stations. And so each one has, like, the guy that was making these cakes, he has them in beautiful, decorative, like, clear glass, you're assuming, boxes. And there's, like, 10 cakes, and he walks over, and he points at one, and points at another. The chef guy, he just kind of slumps. And then the Rakasha walks over to another one of the tables. Then this one, they were preparing canned vegetables. They've got all these jars of canned vegetables. And he points at one over here, here, and one here. But there's probably 10 jars of vegetables. And again, you see the chef. And he does this at each one of these cooking stations. He points out a couple of items. He turns and he walks back through the door that he came out of. And Tara, she says, I wouldn't want to be a chef. It's so much pressure. You have to make everything so perfectly so that it's not contaminated, so people don't get sick. And the Rakasha, they have the magic. They know which ones are pure. And as you continue to watch these chefs and their assistants, all these items that were not selected they start boxing it up into crates. And as they box up the crates, they start putting them into a different room. From where you're at, you can't really see what's in there.
Well, all right then.
What happens to the food deemed impure?
I don't know. The Rakasha put it down the tunnels and they destroyed it.
Right.
See, where we come from, food is like at best, right?
I am sorry for that.
So y'all wasting all this fucking food is like,
It is unclean. If we eat it, we will get sick.
I don't think you would.
Does anybody go hungry?
No,
Then you have more food than you need.
we have just enough.
You have
All
more
that
than enough.
food that is thrown out could feed my entire town.
It could, but they would die. It is
No.
unclean.
If we had more time, we were.
Not
Or
sitting
any
up here
threat.
trying not to be killed, yes.
I I would bet you an exorbitant amount of anything that if I ate something that you guys build off that was considered bad, that I would eat.
I don't know how it became. I don't know how it became clean, but
But we're not here to argue your ways of life.
I'm not here to.
Thank
can't
you.
argue with crazy people, so.
I am
let's
not
keep,
crazy. This is just.
Let's keep
To
going.
be fair, she's not crazy. She's brainwashed. It's different.
Let's keep going.
So she leads you out some more, and she leads you into this room, and you can see here that this is because you've wound through the catwalk down a set of stairs. She says, "This is the room that they bring the crates into. Don't go through that door because that goes back out into the kitchens. That would be bad.
Right. Yeah.
And that door over there that leads to the Rakhaja's chambers. It's locked. Don't go in for
If
the
it's locked, we wouldn't go in there anyway.
for the tunnel." And she says that, and then she's like, "I must go," and she darts out the door back the way she can.
Thank you.
So you are standing
Crazy lady.
in this room.
They're a bunch of cooks, aren't they?
She doesn't know any better.
Yeah.
Critical thinking is important. Okay.
I don't think that's taught
Or
here.
when you don't have anything that opposes anything that you learn, then you're not going to have anything.
So basically, this is the door that you guys came in. There's another door over here that is the door to the kitchens, and that door on the far end is the door that goes to the Rakhaja's chambers. This is, you just see like this big hole in the wall, like big shaft that is covered with like a locked metal bars. Like it's latched, it's locked, it's latched.
Well, that's the way to go, right?
Yeah.
Yes, so.
If I was an evil man, I'd pick that lock to the rocket job and burn him out.
I mean, if I could start a fire really fast.
But we're not evil men.
Yeah, you're right. All right, go.
I'm not evil.
They're
but
stupid doesn't mean they're evil.
Does it not?
I mean, you're not evil.
But I mean, if we killed them, it wouldn't really be the point to it.
Yeah, if we came in here and murdered
We'd be-
indiscriminately,
we'd be
we'd
the bad guys.
be the bad guys, because then they'd be like, "Oh, look, these evil people invaded our place and then murdered a bunch of people. Look, we're protecting you," and then it's just
It would just solidify.
it
her
wouldn't help,
brainwashing.
and because but I take a sniff. I think there's cake over here. And yeah, I'm gonna make my way through the barred door.
Oh, you'd have to.
Yeah, you like open it and make my way through.
Okay, well, first you gotta get it opened. So
Okay.
go ahead and give me a sleight of hand to try to open this gate thing.
All of us are just one.
Well, all of you aren't gonna try to open it at the same time. That would be very effective.
No, I got this. No,
Should
I
we
got.
help action?
I got. No,
Sure, you can give him the help action.
12.
Hey, so Sir Titanius,
No, I got this.
he's over there wiggling the thing, and he can't seem to quite get it latched. Does anybody else want to take a shot?
No.
What is this, sleight of hand?
Yeah.
No, I got this.
What's Blake's sleight of hand?
No, Blake, I've got this.
Obviously not.
3, but I've got my hunt preps at a prep.
That-
I have a plus. I was like literally the worst person. No need.
Add my prep die to it, like an inspiration kind of thing.
Okay.
So my turn.
So you watch as Blake climbs up the wall to get to this latch
I
thing.
lift up Blake so Blake can reach
Sticks
the
his
latch.
finger out like this, so like you do acrobatics.
Yeah. You know, I do this, so where the skewed bar, so that, like the gymnastics.
With a 26, Blake, you are able to get this latch unlocked. And as soon as you get it unlocked and you start to go to open this gate,
12.
that door that chambers opens. And 5 of these gentlemen walk into the room. And the first one says, "What are you doing here? How did you escape? You shall die." Oh, roll initiative with your squeeze.
Are we rolling initiative?
Hilarious.
Hey guys, guess what I got?
12.
A 12! I'm gonna use the different dice.
18.
Hey, same.
I'm sure you have a higher dex.
Hold on to your
Mine's a
numbers because
3.
I'm not writing them down yet, so don't
Yeah.
forget.
Forget the roll I've rolled 4 times, so. Get this out of the way.
Just. I think you guys would probably be over more by the
Oh yeah.
green thing if you want to move your shelves over there. While
Probably.
I grab the whiteboard.
Blake is Marsden's. Blake's probably right at the door. These guys.
This is the time when I use my special abilities. So
Oh.
Tiamat.
Technically, Philly's not there, so
Hmm?
just toss him out of the way. No problem.
You're probably there. She's probably cowering.
Okay, what did you say you got?
18.
What? Okay, this
How many?
marker doesn't
5?
work. There were 6. Sorry, I think 5. I meant
Okay.
6. Like you what? 18. Okay.
I have the same, but higher dex mod.
18. Sir Titan.
12.
Okay. And, oh, I gotta roll for Jasmine. Oh, good. Good. Good.
Roll.
Let's see what the weather.
7.
It's only gonna get to 76 today.
Yeah. We're into the cool weather for the
Right. It's cooled off
So-
significantly.
Okay.
We had to usually the last couple of weeks we've had the window open with the fan in the window. Last night I was like, I'm drawing a line. You're freezing me out here, babe.
What's your your modifier? Or plus 3?
2.
Okay. So
Somebody else getting 18?
Appears that way.
Close enough.
Well, yeah, that's the door they came in. Or did they come in the other door?
they came in. The door's like right here.
Oh!
I was saying there's another door over here. So they're
No, I was gonna be like, alright, if you wanna be that close,
I mean,
cast right over 3 fireball.
right?
Fight Valentina?
Yeah, we do have to fight Valentina.
And
Just Iris. Just Iris, though. Oh no, Valentina is there. My bad. Yeah, Valentina and Iris, they're gonna kick our ass. They're level 20.
And Basher.
So, when I was talking to Jay, I was like, I have never made a character that is a companion. Because I've either been given one, came with one, or like Marston, I found one.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll make one character for a campaign one day that does not have a pet.
It's like Emily.
Like,
Emily had Papa, and then Bookvar, and then
She's got the duck.
the duck. What's the duck's name? The duck got name.
because I've had Iris, Phoenix, Ryder. I cannot remember the name of Tilia's otter, but she had an otter.
Tilia.
The one for the campaign with Jake.
Oh.
The druid that I played, but then
Oh.
we stopped playing because no players.
Right.
Whew, okay, that was hard. I was losing track of who I was at. Okay.
It's like right on the tip of the tongue, too.
Right. It was something stupid too. Of course.
What's the name of the duck in the new campaign?
I don't remember. I was thinking, well, I was trying to do math and it was confusing me more. Okay, so first is going to be barkeep dude, spoofing Dinglehopper
Boof and Dinglehopper.
or Dinglehapper.
Dinglehapper.
Is that what? think you put Happer. That's why I wrote Happer. Yes. Go first. Spoofin is going to move up here by Jasmine.
Jasmine, I just put you where I thought you would be, and that's...
And take a swipe at her. Oh, jeez.
Right, I'm gonna turn around, and my breath weapon's a cone, right? Let me look at that.
Should be.
I think it's a cone.
That'll hit.
She's hit twice?
Yeah.
Ouch.
And
Yeah, it
She's
is.
working.
I do all my math at once because
No,
they're
I-
all my people.
I know how that is.
Imagine Jimmy's campaign with all 7 commanders, the World Mother, all of the admirals.
He hand waved all of that. It's like, yeah, they're fighting in the background.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, well, they it too.
So you watch as this guy comes up and he pulls out 2 whips. And he takes 2 cracks at her with these whips and both of them strike. And yes, she yelps in pain. Next is going to be Ulfred Norbridge, who's the man with the pike.
Man with the pike.
Man with the pike, and he's gonna go up. He's gonna go back behind you, Sir Titanius. You look like a bigger threat if he can get there. His movement
He's
is
he's got 30. He's
Yeah.
fine. I don't even think this whole length of this room is only 25.
and he'll take
So.
a couple swipes at you with his 2 whips. One's a natural 19. That'll
Hits.
probably hit, and a 17.
Misses.
So 1 hit. That is 5 slashing damage.
5 slashing damage. We were at full health when we came
Yes.
in here, right?
Yep. Okay. Next up will be Blake.
Cool.
These are all incorrectly in order.
Hopefully shoot at the... No, yeah, we've got our shit.
Yeah, we got our shit.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a crit.
Ooh.
Are you sure? Parky?
No, let's go for Valentina.
I do like how they're all red. Yeah, they're all red, of course.
Yep. Oh.
I didn't even I recognized it, I just didn't register.
Sir Titanius, I'll put you on the initiative thing.
I got a 12.
I know. I'm trying to.
That's damage. That's pitiful. For a crit, that's...
Oh, for a
Beautiful.
crit.
So you will be.
Here.
You will be right here.
Dang.
I do like the way Jimmy does crit damage.
And
That is 6, yeah. And then, oh, she did so bad. Oh, she rolled so bad.
Oh, man.
there we go. Okay, so which one did you hit?
Valentina.
Valentina with how much? You said 13?
13. The
Okay.
crit, that's just...
That's door.
No, she's definitely not on death's door. Yeah, no.
These guys are decently strong, aren't they?
Huh?
They're decently strong.
I mean, they're pretty comparable.
Yeah.
Oleg, that will be your turn.
Okay.
Breath weapon again. Let's use That's my best.
Sinners.
That's Thursday. Warden Bone. Touch. Action.
Oh, yeah. Look, he's gonna cast his dwarf daddies.
Okay.
Concentrate. Okay.
And then, how's Jasmine looking after the whips?
She's okay. She hurt, but she's okay.
Okay. I will take a bonus action. Priest. Smack Valentina in the head with the Roaring Star.
Cool.
And does a 16 hit.
A 16 does hit. Only just.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to cast that spell, make my 2 attacks.
That's 12 damage.
See, you know with your morning star.
Yes.
So you take a whack at this Rakaja, who is aptly named Valentine, not Valentina, and they are looking very hurt, very not well.
Oh, dang it. You stepped right in
No,
the way.
trust me, that's new dad.
Huh?
Spirit daddy, so all of them have to pass.
Well, no. I was going to breath weapon right here.
I just deal with the guy in front of you.
Yeah.
So when do your dwarf daddies go?
On
On
their
your turn?
On their beginning of their
beginning
turn.
of their turn.
Okay. Who's there?
When the so like this guy's turn and then this guy's turn he has to do the save and then this has
If
to
they're
do
within certain range, isn't
Yes.
it though?
Yeah, if they're within 5 feet of Daddy.
Okay.
No.
For him.
15 feet.
15 feet of
Okay.
you.
Yes.
Okay.
So it is Valentine's turn.
Yes.
What does Valentine need to do?
I believe it's wisdom saving throw, but I will.
That is every single one of them is within 15 or
I know,
except
that's
maybe
why-
Iris.
That's
But-
why I went to where I went.
Prentice pupil.
Oh, pupil, my bad.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
18.
What an
Takes 5 damage.
Okay. Roll it.
Sure it's not Abraham Lincoln that's coming?
Yeah.
George Washington? His actual
9 damage.
9 damage. Your
Sorry,
dwarf
I'm-
daddies are like, no. No, this ain't happening, and they smite and
They just threw beer and alcohol and just to death.
So arm raised guy, wizard guy, we're gonna say that that is the
So he's gotta make his
Oddly
wisdom
enough,
save.
Valentina's original name was going to be Valentine.
this is Aquila.
Aquila needs to make their wisdom save for the dwarf dad.
Okay, and that is going to be a 15.
Does not pass.
Okay.
That's
Sorry.
21 damage.
Ouch!
Oh!
You did
Max
good.
damage, yeah.
Oh,
Jeez.
God, ow.
He wants to go up and try to smack at Oleg, I think. Yeah, so
that probably makes the most sense.
and in the process, he gets very hurt along the way, but he's still going to pull out his whips and whip at you.
Wait,
Shout out to the Doom Crew.
Whip good.
Does 12 hit? Okay. He's so upset with being bashed around by your dwarf.
He's really shocked and repulsed by all the alcohol and beer that was drenched over.
Wait a minute. They wouldn't be dwarf daddies, would they? Wouldn't they be orc daddies?
I want him to be dwarf daddies.
Okay.
Just
Okay. Just check.
Just for
Okay.
the memes, for the lulz.
No.
You don't want him to be like that orc on that game Mark played?
What game?
It's some
Orc
like
massage.
orc massage, and you're trying not to get YouTube blocked.
Demonetized.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it was.
It was pretty funny.
It was
Yeah.
pretty-
That just sounds like it's one of those like hentai adjacent games.
And it was really funny because it's like this great big orc, and he go up to massage.
It's like big old massive hands.
It was funny.
Not the demon.
Sir Titanius.
Sir
That will be your
Titanius
turn.
is going to magic on his mace. Make his mace a +1 weapon.
Cool.
Oh no, that's a second level spell. I marked off. I'll fix that. And then he's going to turn around and whap this guy twice.
Wilfred.
This is he's gonna get whapped twice.
What's your lowest one?
This is a 13 hit.
No.
Cool.
What's your lowest one? Aaron, what was your lowest one?
I crit failed. Okay.
Give me a
Okay, what
luck
was your
roll.
highest one?
5.
And what did that turn into? 13?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll give you my guided strike, which gives you a +10.
Can you do that as a reaction?
Yeah, that's for my channel divinity.
Oh, okay. Does it?
Yes, 23.
23 will hit.
It's okay. A d6 +4, actually +5. That is 8 damage to him.
Now that we're taking
Go ahead and give me that luck roll.
Okay. Shout out to the 3 Cree.
This is that guy that you were yelling at from the jail cell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's mad at me.
And he's like, some duel. And that will be Pupil's turn. Pupil is going to come up here to Jasmine.
wisdom saving throw.
After she does wisdom saving throw, whatever. Wisdom is 15.
Does not pass. That's 14 damage. That's the reason I placed myself in the middle so everyone could have a taste of the game.
Righty. So Pupil is not impressed with that and will
Not sure this.
Also with that.
That's
Actually, no.
for the next-
I can't smite with that because I already used a spell that turn.
that'll hit.
You can smite and
And
spell.
that'll hit.
Some kind of spells.
Oh, okay. It doesn't take okay.
You know. If you're doing like a thunderous smite, then yes, it would. But just normal
Right.
smite.
I cast
But that's okay.
magic
I
weapon.
think this is
so.
not our biggest fight.
Oh,
So this guy goes up, Pupil goes up and smacks Jasmine a couple more times with his whips. She is not having the best of days. She's certainly not on death's door, but she,
Had better days.
yeah.
Does she have any potions?
I have like
I mean, I have
it.
stuff like
Lay on
just-
hands and channel divinity.
If I could remember if she had. So I thought she bought some potions.
She does have some potions. And lastly is going to be Reese. That's the big guy in the back there. He's going to look at this clusterfuck of people and decide that stepping on Valentine to beat up Oleg is going to be a good idea.
Okay.
And so he'll do his wisdom saving throw. That's a 7.
Which is really sad because that was 10 damage. Damn it. Take that 10 damage.
So he gladly takes that 10 damage.
Is Jade below half health?
Who?
Who?
Jasmine.
Jasmine.
Below half health.
Yes.
Okay, are you below half health?
I have an idiot.
Oh, okay.
So he's going to take his smacks at Oleg.
The guy that attacked me missed.
21
Hits.
and a natural 19.
That hits too.
Okay. And Oleg is going to take.
Saber shield.
That's 11 damage. Oleg.
Damage?
Yes.
I think you have to claim shield after the hit, but before the damage. I think that's when you have to.
Yeah.
Save it on that.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Tracking my health, but I don't.
With
need
the
to-
dice box?
Yeah, right. It's pretty.
Yeah, have them spelled out in dice, you know?
Ah.
A bunch of
Yeah, I was
D20s.
just.
No, a bunch of D10s.
20.
You said
Be a lot
11.
less work.
Yeah.
No, because
Cool.
Jasmine's
I
right there.
personally already have 51 health,
Nine.
so
She will fly.
Just more than me.
4 D20s looks
I'm
I'm
impressive.
44.
Uh,
I don't know why we thought this.
The tank has the least health.
Yeah.
51, baby!
I don't think I'm like more damage than anything.
Oh, you have the highest AC.
I do have the highest AC. You're only 17.
So Jasmine pulls out her dagger and takes some swipes at Pupil, who is looking very worse for wear at this point.
This is her first one with her fancy dagger?
Oh, you know what? I didn't add.
Yeah, she
She got
better.
her fancy dagger at top.
Fancy
Yep, I did, and I didn't add that. I'll figure that out here in just a second. Some more damage. I think. So Kree is not. Oh, technically, Kree stayed outside with Lotus.
Right, they wouldn't let Korean either.
Yeah. So he is not here. So that brings us back to the top to Spoofin Dinglehapper, who is
Stupid name.
going to take some swipes at Jasmine.
Take some wisdom saving throws.
He's going to make some wisdom saving throw first.
That's 20.
You are hurting these people.
Spoofin goes to take his swings. He's like, poof, buffeted by your dwarf daddies, but still managed to pull out his whip, and that hits. And Jasmine didn't heal because she's stupid, and that hits. And you watch as he pulls out his whip and takes these swipes at Jasmine, and she crumples to the ground.
Oh,
Unconscious.
okay.
I got it.
You have a lay on. I have a lay on. You don't have lay on hands, but do you have
I have
something?
healing word.
Okay.
Alfred, Mr. Pikeman's going to take some swipes at
He's
you,
gonna get
Certitanis.
proctologized.
Huh?
Right.
He needs to do some throws well.
Okay.
Nobody. And that is 15 damage.
Ooh,
Woo!
God, you hurt.
You're getting fucked up by ghosts, man.
Dwarf daggers are just going
It's like, I don't even have to do it.
up
The
in
weight.
ankles. You get an ankle smash, you get an ankle smash.
So he suddenly looks way worse than he did just a second ago,
Not
but
even real people. They're just ghosts, man. Come on.
he
They're
is
filthy dwarf daggers. Got
able to
much
switch
food
to
and stuff there. I'm just dripping off.
19.
Just hits.
Uh, 20
Hit.
hits. Alright, so he's able to swipe at twice with
Shield. I don't think I even have shield.
I'm like, do you?
No.
Okay.
I should get
Called
shield.
the soothsayer shield. It's the same thing.
I should get shield though.
And that is 11 damage to you.
Okay.
As he pulls these two whips and smacks you with
I would have shield, but
Blake.
I need both hands.
He looks the worst.
Well, obviously, Jasmine.
Well, no, I'm talking like bad guys.
Pupils look, well,
I think Pupil and Sir Dinglehopper are not
let's put it
looking
this
good.
way. Reese looks really good still. Everybody else is not feeling so hot. They're really looking bad.
Just looking for something for Blake to pick off. End. Well,
If you take out the guy that's in front of me, I can go get Jade. Or Jasmine.
Jasmine.
Yeah.
So close, honey. You'll get it. One day.
Because I haven't used lay on hands yet. What does lay on hands look like? Probably a purplish energy.
That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Yep. That's sure gonna hit. Which one are you hitting?
One.
Old Fred, your stupid name. Stinky.
I feel like this heavy crossbow I got from the dude is magic and does something, but I didn't write it down.
What is it called?
I don't know. Or did I just get a heavy crossbow?
No, you got a crossbow of something.
Can't remember what it does.
Let me see if I can help you out with that here. Just a
Grab
second.
one of these guys and shove a jug together.
Right? Build a pyramid in their throat. Oh, imagine just like a pyramid just appearing in your head.
It's a vicious crossbow. When you roll a 20 on your attack roll with this magic weapon, your critical hit deals an extra 2 damage.
Savage.
So it's a crit.
Yeah.
Well, considering I've already crit once and I didn't.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Savage criticals.
Yeah.
Ouch. Okay, you want to know what's really sad? My normal attack did 12, my crit did 13. So 12 more damage.
Okay, so you shoot Mr. Olver, whatever his last name is, and he promptly falls flat on his face, even though technically he should have fallen flat on his back.
He falls.
He falls down and goes boom. He gave him boo-boos.
And then he gets shoved, and then he gets kind of kicked. And then I kicked him, sir.
And now he's extra dead.
Do you want to bring Jasmine back in?
Yeah, I got Jasmine. Just,
Alright, Potbelly Boy. I'm going to go at him with an attack.
That's spoofing?
16 to hit.
Yep, just hits.
11 damage.
And you whap him quite efficiently upside the head, and he also falls down dead. And Strange falls on his face as well. Physics would not allow.
Bonus action, Ward Priest, the one in front of me.
One in front of you. You're not in front of anybody because you're facing.
Oh, the other one hands up.
Oh. Hands up, that's a
Because the
heal.
Potbelly guy's dead.
this.
So it's the one who's next to him. And that is 18.
That'll hit.
That's 7 damage to that one.
That is exactly how much life he had left. And he also falls flat on his face. It's weird. It's like these guys have some kind of like weird gravity thing where they only fall on their face. Derp.
Just a goofy dog. It's like, can I come in? The picture Anna sent in the Discord. It's like, can I come in?
No, you're a menace.
Sir Titanius.
Sir Titanius
The other one's dead.
make his way over to Jasmine,
We just have Pupil and Reese left alive.
and pick up Jasmine, switch places with her. Can I do that?
Sure.
And as I'm moving her, think of her. Let's go 15 HP. Just keep some in reserve, and then I'm going to.
Are you? Do you cast it as you're like picking her
Yeah,
up?
like I pick her up and I heal her, and I'm like, okay, and then I
She's
put
like,
her on.
what? Why are you? What?
You were dead, and I put her on her feet. I put her on her feet.
Thanks.
Let me see if lay on hands is lay on hands an action.
Sadly, it is.
It is an action, so I do that, but I have interposed myself between shithead and this guy, and then bonus actions. Turn the tide. Everyone around here, if you are below half health, you get a d6 HP. Or a d6 plus my charisma modifier. Yeah, so a d6 plus 4, so I go up to half HP.
So what was the total amount, or do they roll it?
D6.
They roll it.
Oh.
It's 10. So it's maximum half.
So she gets to half.
Yeah.
Which is
Skylar loves Indian food.
Can't have it anymore.
She's allergic to.
Oh, that makes it really good.
She's having to slowly go through shit and figure out what doesn't have nutmeg in it.
Pupil is going to take some swipes at Sir Titanius to do a.
He needs to do a save, yes,
Okay.
before he does that.
Shout out.
10,
He.
11 damage.
You watch as he pulls out or whips back his whip so that he can try to Titanius, and instead he keels over dead and falls again on his face.
So there's this one guy left.
So Reese, the one of the Rakaja that will not be taken so easily. Die! And he's going to whip at.
I would say that with 5-year combat.
It's like we just killed 5 people. What are you talking about?
I know why my hips hurt.
He rolls a natural 18 for his wisdom.
Oh,
Positions last night.
yeah. An 18 saves, so it's only half.
6 damage then.
Okay.
Stay.
Whoops. Math is hard. There we go. He's going to whip.
Whip, whip, fall in love.
He is going to crit on the first one.
Shield.
Do you actually have shield?
I have shield.
Okay, what does that do?
I raised my AC to 21.
I think his
His
crit's an
crit.
automatic hit.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a crit plus
Yep.
5, so 25.
Go
Yeah.
for it.
Okay, and then with the second one, he is going to 21. Will hit.
Yeah.
So let's do the first.
I'm glad I kept some HP in reserve. I don't think this guy will survive one more turn, but he'll mess you up before then.
So on the crit, that's 7 damage. And
Not a great crit for him.
no, well, it's only a D4, but kill Jasmine. And then on the other is 6 damage.
Yeah, exactly. It was not a great crit.
One of them was a 1.
Yeah.
And do you have to have is your Dorothy's concentration?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
So
was 13
13
points.
total. Yeah.
They're gone.
Ah.
Crit failed.
No, you roll both. You roll. Well, you crit
It
failed, so it doesn't matter.
doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
You roll 1 for each
Yeah.
attack you take.
So you watch as you get these whips, and he whips at you twice, Oleg, and then he sees these spectral ghosts disappear, and he's like, "You unclean fiends!"
Ouch.
You belt. He sneers at you.
So that's why I like the speak.
Jasmine. Okay. That didn't do anything. So Jasmine is gonna go ahead and can she get to Reese somehow?
Yeah.
There's a lot of
There's
death.
a lot of corpses,
Yeah,
but she can
go
come right
around.
here.
Over
Yeah.
there by Valentine. And she'll
Stupid guys.
take her dagger and stab him.
We need
That'll
like
hit.
a dice roller for the table. Yeah. Like a big tall one. I think that would be cool.
And he takes 7 damage. Nope. He's looking really, really rough, but he's being hardy. He's still okay. He's still alive.
He's not a corpse yet.
Okay, not necessarily, but alive. He's still alive.
Motherfucker, just die. Just kill over and die.
No!
Yes.
Get
The clean is on my side.
it. Go. Did you miss?
Yeah, I guess.
Strike through, Rosaline.
Oh wait, do I have multi-attack?
I should name one of my Pokemon Rosaline. The sword Pokemon.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh,
Yeah.
Edge. Yep.
That's a perfect name for it.
Alright.
I don't have multi-attack. Oh yes, I do. I do have multi-attack. Ha.
Yeah, but does your heavy crossbow have the reloading property?
I also have a rapier.
Okay.
So that is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
That'll hit.
Can you kill him?
2.
7 damage. Blake's tides have turned. She's actually stuffed this battle with her crossbow since getting an upgrade, even though it has...
And I hate how the dogs knock.
Yeah. And she spears this guy straight through the forehead, and he drops dead. And you
So
are...
as the bolt hits him in the head, and he has those like 2 seconds. I'm gonna wink at him. He topples over dead.
He's like, no. Oh,
This is the guy.
your
who
peer
shot
view
me.
has
No.
been disabled. Why?
Oh no. Can you still see me? No,
Um,
give me a second, I'll pull it up.
That's weird.
Yeah. So yeah, he is dead. You guys are out of combat. You have the gate unlocked. And Jasmine looks at you, Sir Titanius.
You just can't see it from this way. So they're all dead.
Sir Titanius, I said thank you. For saving me.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Sorry I died. I'll try not to do it again.
Yeah. No, I'll just work on that and just do our best not to die. It's like our number one goal. Just don't die. Don't die. Yeah. Like even if we don't achieve a lot of our other goals, not dying is important. Because yeah.
We
Not
searched
dying's
the
a good
bodies
goal.
to see if there's like any notes, any oddities on them.
Sure, everybody go ahead
I'm gonna
and
go into the room that came out.
Well, I planned on that.
Oh, we're gonna search the bodies first. Okay, yeah, let's search the bodies first.
And Jasmine is also going to search the bodies, but you watch as she doesn't just start searching this. Who would she be closest to here? Pupil.
So-
Nope, she's closest to Valentine.
Survival. What?
Either investigator or survival. Either one.
Take survival. 21.
21, and you said you were looking for like notes?
So
Or-
we're under the assumption that there's something shady going on in this tunnel, and these guys would, I don't know, I'm trying to see if maybe they had something on him.
Okay.
In that regard, like,
So you start going through this guy's red clothing. He's wearing like the long red shirt, red long pants. He's got red boots that come up basically to his knees that are almost like a rubber boot type boot. He's got like these red rubber gloves on and this red thing around his head, whatever, scarf thing. As you're like searching through his clothing and stuff, you don't specifically find any items on him, but you do notice behind one of his ears, teeny tiny little shadow brand. We know. Jasmine, as she's searching her person over there, which was Valentine, she starts not only searching through the body, because that's what she's always done in the forest, but she starts stripping the body of its clothing and putting it on.
it's probably not a worldwide idea. We'll throw all the bodies down the tunnel.
Right? Or get naked.
She's just like putting the clothes on over her clothes, and she's
Oh.
like,
It's your robe.
Yeah, it's like a robe, and I'm like, I'm gonna get naked.
Cutting specific holes for.
she's like, it just seems like it might be a good idea. That way, you know, it would disguise us some, and you know, if there is something in this tunnel.
Right.
It might help
I will
protect
definitely
us.
put on a robe. I search them, but I only got.
They're not wearing robes.
What? I put on their clothes.
Okay. There you go.
And I
It's just-
searched them, and I got a 9, and so I didn't really. I don't
No,
know.
you don't need to buy the option. It's bigger on him. but you don't notice it.
It's like his whole face is covered in the shadow brand.
Yeah. No, well,
he was
not
wearing
that
he was
bad.
wearing a mask.
Are you searching any of these guys and what the bodies are?
I don't know. Sure.
And so you got the clothes on. You put the clothes on.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make my
I already
way
have
towards the
clothes
other.
on. Plus, still in disguise.
Well, you're in your version of what their clothes look like, but you're not in their clothes.
Should have a
Then I would-
verification code, love. I need that.
737.
Is my D&D game getting in the way of your life?
Yeah, like what is this verification?
737-854.
851.
851.
What is this
It's
code for?
for the Google Pay, so I can transfer out the money Anna gave me for Sunny.
Yeah, I'll put that on.
Okay.
Replace it. Still checking the bodies down the tunnel though.
So the first body that you grab, do you grab anybody in particular to throw them in the tunnel?
No, because I think I close check too.
So give me a perception check as you chuck this body
I
into
spit
the
on the man
tunnel.
that hit me.
And is this one that you have stripped or not?
Honestly, I probably would grab the one that I stripped and checked him.
Yeah,
Okay.
just start on
Because
that
he'd be
one.
technically the one you're closest to because you just got him naked. Not completely.
17 on dice. 27.
27. You throw this now derobed body into this tunnel, and you really can't see very far down into this tunnel. It looks like it has a pretty good drop off, but he starts this corpse starts sliding, and as it starts sliding, you start noticing like almost like a smoke coming up off of his body.
I'm just going to continue to watch it and see what happens.
The body disappears. It slides away.
And it starts smoking as it's going down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I chuck it down there, smoking it, slide away.
Well, let's
I
see
don't
if it
know
does it to
that
all-
smoking's the best word, but like a steam comes off of something.
Something unnatural.
another one and then throw it down the tunnel.
It sure is clothed or derobed.
Close.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check on your guy. And if you want, are you still watching as he does this? You can go ahead and roll another one too if you want.
22.
9.
So as you chuck this body in, you throw it in and you're like, I'm going to watch this. But then something happens on the other side of the room.
Oh yeah.
Because just at that moment, Feely
Start
comes
smelling cake.
scuttling in from
Oh fuck yeah.
the direction of where the Rakaja came from. He starts coming in and you get sidetracked watching
Oh,
Feely run
Feely's
in and
back.
jump up on Jasmine's shoulder. But you're intent on this because you're like, what was that weird thing? And as this body slides in, you don't see that happen.
So the gold one smoke, steam coming off it. So I think we need to wear the robes to be able to go in.
They're still not
safely.
robes. They've never been robes.
They're robes, but okay.
Pants and shirts.
They are now.
And
They're
boots
robes
and
now.
gloves and a scarf.
That's okay. They're robes.
You can call them robes.
They're robes now.
Okay, they're wearing robes.
At least we
which would
haven't
be-
changed the name of an NPC yet.
Which would be so
I don't know, you're working on
You're
it.
trying.
I know, I'm like Jasper. Or Jasmine?
Jade.
Jade?
Jade.
Something, I don't know, Geronimo? Go into the room they came out of.
So as you walk through the doorway, it's basically like a hallway. It kind of goes down and then turns, and there's rooms on both sides.
It's just
5
like
doors
a-
on both sides.
Like a corridor of
Yes.
their, like, quarters. And I
These
like
are their like living
I go,
quarters.
and I turn around and I walk out.
I think it wouldn't be a bad thing to check, but it's still out the
Sir Titanius
minimalist
is...
detection.
I was hoping there was, like, a meeting room or something. It's a very obvious, like, this room is important room, you know? Not just, like, they live here.
No, they just live here.
Yeah. Just there.
Okay. So I guess we'll go down the tunnel after we throw everybody down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? What are you doing with your
Can you hand me
clothing
a cookie?
situation?
So he fits. Because that's
I'm
my
those
issue.
Because I was sitting here staring at him. So technically, no, their clothing is not specifically going to fit you, but if you take like the shirt and put it on and kind of cinch it up with the scarf, you can kind of make yourself like mummify yourself with a scarf and a combination of the shirt.
Okay.
You mean the robe?
I'm a sewing kid. Quickly fashion up a nice robe.
I mean, Blake does that too. She says.
I mean, because the shirt for like a standard sized humanoid, it would be like a very long robe on you.
The arms are like this much past.
But I gotta remember, I'm 1'10".
Yeah.
Right. You are 1'10", and I
Now,
am
alternatively, what they could do
7 foot.
is like tie the arms and neck holes together and then drop you in it and tie the other
We
end
baby
holes
Bjorn you.
like a pillowcase and toss you in that
We
way
baby
too.
Bjorn you.
No. I will actually start PvP. Like, genuinely. Like, if you think Marvin's PvP is bad, this would be nothing. Like, that would be nothing compared to this. You baby Bjorn me, I swear to God. Even if I'm unconscious, I will kick your fucking ass.
We need to do it. We need to baby Bjorn you.
There's always a moment when she gets knocked unconscious.
Even if I will find out.
Yeah.
We need to take you to the witch with the salt.
Mm-hmm. The last one. So what are we doing? Where everybody's dressed, you look great.
I think we're going through the tunnel now, and we're
Tunnel.
out of here.
I think I have a thing to be able to make it torches super dark.
There's like
I mean,
a
we
weird
can
glow coming from it.
I have dark vision. Yeah.
Oh, I found a superior grapes, by the way.
Frozen.
Frozen.
And I'm doing if one person has night vision in the party, you all have night vision, so we're not trying to find a way to have night vision.
Okay.
Is anybody gonna like investigate the tunnel or anything, or look at it, or are you just jumping in?
No, I planned on investigating it. That's
Oh.
why I wanted to do like the dark, to be able to have better perception. But yeah, absolutely will.
Give me a nature check, whoever wants to investigate this tunnel before sliding their body into it.
Nature use. Intelligence? Perfect.
Plus one of that.
I'll do a nature check.
I mean, I'll do a check. But it's probably better than
15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
14.
That is a crit 20 as new attack.
So once you get
Tapering, yeah.
done being distracted by, you turn around and you look at the tunnel and you don't know why it didn't dawn on you before, but there's like an algae type stuff growing on the walls, like, because it's round, it's like a tube, and it's just covered in like this algae type stuff that you know is the
I scrape some into a bottle.
okay.
Scrapes and go put them underneath the handles and the doors.
Mhm.
So they touch it.
I sprinkle some in the food.
Well, we don't want to kill
No.
In this room, you'd have to go back into the kitchen.
No, that's actually a line. He would never murder innocent people because these people are evil. The people out there would not. But
Yeah.
So with that knowledge, you also realize that like this clothing that they're wearing, the material that it's made out of, like these shirts and pants, because they're wearing
robe.
shirts and pants and
The
gloves
robe.
and a scarf
okay.
and boots. They're a different texture than what you're used to wearing. You know, you're used to like linen type clothing, and these are almost more like latex rubbery. And so you can deduce, I almost said demise, just totally the wrong word, deduce that something about this particular clothing helps keep them safe from whatever this algae stuff is.
I make sure to wrap the stuff around my face, just so I don't like actually get like.
Yeah, because the way they were wearing it was like all and they had like eyes and a little bit of mouth.
Yeah, I just make sure to cover as much as I can. I don't know enough about this poison stuff to know it's poison, but I don't know how it spreads or anything like that. I just make sure to be as safe as I can be.
Okay.
I saw people like burning,
Steaming something.
steaming, like melting. I don't know. We'll probably see their corpses at the bottom of the slope.
Maybe this is how the food gets like contaminated once we're getting into their.
I don't think the food's ever getting actually contaminated. I think it used to be contaminated, and then they had to implement all procedures, and then now it's just a form of control.
Is everybody going in the hole?
Yeah, I'm hiking now.
Who's going first?
I will.
Yeah, sure, Oleg, and then Titanius. No, Titanius is pulling up the rear.
Okay.
I'm in the middle, I guess.
Okay. So Jasmine and Blake will both go in the middle. Oleg's going to blaze the way with Sir Titanius
Feely and
bringing up
Cree
the rear.
Do they get under the clothes?
Cree isn't here, but Feely like ducks down under her jacket, under all the clothing and stuff, and is hidden away.
I'm worried about it. Okay.
Okay. Since you're going first, let's do a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy. Right, this is like a steep hill with some algae on it.
17.
It's probably
17. Okay. You also go ahead and give me one. I'll give one for Jasmine too.
17. You better get a fucking 17.
Whatever your dexterity.
Jasmine got a 16.
Oh, Jasmine. Disappointing.
22.
22. So Oleg, you jump in and you start kind of like sliding down, and you're able to like reach out and kind of like control your descent. And at first it's like, this is okay, we're just sliding, but then you hit like a point where it drops way more. Like there's a more steep descent, and you're starting to feel like you're kind of going to go out of control, but you're able to rein it in. And of all of you, what did you say you got?
22.
Strangely enough, for the fact just how many layers are wrapped around you in this clothing, you are able to perfectly control yourself down this.
Do you do some sick flips off the walls?
No.
Oh, that's not fun.
Acorn head. Circling down.
But on the bright side, nobody gets jammed up in the tunnel. You know, you don't start whacking into each other. You know, it's like...
It would have been really funny if Sir Titanius would have failed and just bolt everyone over.
It's almost so precise how you guys come out at the other end. It's almost like there was somebody at the top, like in a water slide, letting people go through at a certain rate. You guys just perfectly bloop, and get up and walk to the side, and the next one bloop, gets up and walks to the side. It's a beautiful descent down the slippery tube of algae death. So you come to the bottom, and you guys are standing in what is that other room down there. It doesn't look exactly like that, but there's a room, it's square, that works. So you will see that you can hear machinery working in here.
We see
And-
bodies.
Yeah, bodies of the people we.
Can I finish telling my thing?
Yeah, I just didn't want you to get so far ahead.
I know. But you see, like, there's lots of tables and shelving and stuff, and there's a lot of crates, like what they had been packing the food into.
Right.
That was the end of my sentence. Okay, so you want to look at the bodies?
Yeah, like, not messed up, were they?
The ones that you guys stripped and stole their clothes, their bodies are... It's almost like, you know how, like, some spiders give you, like, the bite that, like, starts eroding your skin?
Ooh,
The
necrosis.
It's like that. Their skin has been eaten away quite a bit.
Oh boy.
And you have a feeling that if you throw them in here, they were still alive, have screamed bloody murder all the way down, because it does not
Yeah,
look like
that
it would have
looks-
felt good.
Unpleasant.
Yeah, I don't think gold is dark enough that yet to do that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna not touch them because that's. Worried about unclean. This is about as unclean as it gets. But I will look around, try and find that. Maybe.
So you're able to find this pretty easily. I won't even make you roll for it, because
Right.
it's a loud, like, noise. And what it is basically like a conveyor belt that it looks like these crates that they load up. basically rolled down this conveyor belt. And as you're looking, you can see that there's like a doorway that it exits out to.
Okay. Do I see any like light coming through the edges of the doorway? I'm assuming it's not like
It's open, and I mean it's nighttime now, but you can see like
it goes to outside.
it goes to outside.
Yeah. I'm gonna crack open one of these crates that have the food in them and see if there's any like non-perishables that we can creatively acquire.
Sure. You can definitely do. I'm going to make you roll for it because basically the way I had described the food, each individual thing, like each cake, each thing of beans, each roasted leg of lamb or whatever, has been individually sealed. So,
Right.
so some of it is going to perish fast. You probably don't necessarily want to take the meat because meat
Right.
rather than if you can find like some salted pork or something like
Probably,
that.
yeah. I'll probably get some like salted pork and like maybe like rice and beans and stuff like that.
And everything is already prepared. It looks like it just would need to be reheated.
Right.
So these are definitely, but it's more than one serving per container. Like a big jar of green beans, you could take that. You could take like.
But I don't want to like take like a shitload and just overload myself,
Sure.
you know. Like add.
Go
more
ahead and each
rations.
of you can take as much food as you think you would like to carry and write it down for how many rations per day. I would say if you take more than 5 days worth of rations, you're going to get to the point that you're kind of maxing out your carry weight.
I think I will take.
Just because everything is in like these heavy jars and glass
It'll take, like,
containers.
2 days worth.
I'll take 4 days
I'm gonna
worth.
take 4. Because I also have Lotus to feed.
Take 4, and I well, not yet. I was gonna summon. Well, I can't summon my steed, can I? 'Cause
I mean,
well, no, I don't have a spell slot for it.
no.
Yeah, I don't have a spell slot for it.
So this conveyor belt, it's leading to like basically, it almost looks like a big garage door opening,
Right.
opening. That you guess that they could load up wagons or something, and as I said, the door is open. Gonna check
Yeah.
on the door while you're opening all these crates, or
I will.
go ahead and give me a perception check.
30.
30?
30?
And I got 19 on dice plus 1 on the d4, and I have 10.
Jesus Christ. Okay, with the 30, you glance out the door and you suddenly know that there are 2 gray guards because you can see them. Not only can you see them, you can hear them talking. And the one says to the other, "Hey, come here, we gotta get back to town. Boss is gonna be mad if we don't hurry up. Come on, Karn." That there is a wagon out there. It's loaded with some of these crates that were in this room. But in between the crates, there is a large padding of hay. Just like loose
Some green
hay.
guards coming and taking their contaminated food.
Yeah. I think we should just stay inside. Was he hollering? He was hollering to the second gray guard that was
Right.
already there,
Yeah.
not to anybody.
They were just trying to get the rest of the wagon loaded up.
Okay, so it's not. They don't suspect we're here, according to what he saw, right?
No,
Okay.
he didn't get that impression.
I'm definitely not gonna go outside. I'm assuming you inform us, but
Yeah,
I'm
no,
definitely not
definitely.
gonna go outside and just wait for them to leave. I'm going to start a little. I'm assuming there's like a little fire. Is there? No, it's just a storage area.
It's just a storage area.
Okay. Well, I'll wait till they leave.
Yeah, that seems smart.
Yeah.
You don't want to go jump in the back of the wagon and go for a ride?
Nope. I don't want them to know we exist.
Yeah, I already think we're going.
Yeah, the Grey Guards already, like, they're still stronger than us, and I'm assuming we could probably take 2 of them if we were at full. Maybe. Like, I don't know, but they might also just kick our ass. So,
Okay. See,
Yeah, Blake scoop up a bunch of that allergy shit and go
Yeah, just stuff it
cover
down their
the shit.
throats.
cover all their
well,
shit.
they're right there by the wagon, and so they're getting the last of it loaded up, and then you watch as they start climbing in the wagon to get ready to depart. Is anybody gonna do anything with them, or just let them leave?
Just let them leave. I don't want anything to deal with gray guards right now.
Go ahead and give me an insight roll, everybody.
Okay. Insight, 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 insight. 13.
21.
21.
Blake's shaking her head like, nope, no.
No.
So, you've watched this whole process. You've watched all these people and these, the food preparation, and you can tell that they definitely have some paranoia about germs and stuff. But you know that it has been escalated for sure by the Rakaja, which you also discovered that they have the brand of the Shadow Lord. So they were minions of the Shadow Lord of some sort. To a certain extent, they probably are helping people of this town because people are probably pretty healthy because they keep it really clean. But in turn, all the excess food is being shipped, and you can guess that it's probably being shipped to the Shadowlands or to certain camps around Deltora. Even some of this probably has been shipped to Del, but it wouldn't be for the common folk. It would be for his minions that have taken over the castle.
And they're in like non-stripped boxes, right?
Yeah, crates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not exposed cans of beans because
Right.
a can of beans going through the middle of Dell would not last.
I mean,
long.
the people in Dale, a lot of them are so hungry, depending on the area of town, that even just a garbage cart through, people get excited that there might be something that they could salvage from it.
Right. So like a cart of food that's obviously food would instantly get rioted.
Yeah.
Obliterated, more like.
Yeah.
So I would have actually organized raids on those types of carts if I knew they existed, but didn't until now.
So you guys wait a few minutes, and within, I'd say, 15, 20 minutes, they get everything finished, loaded up, they put the wagon, and they off. And you will also notice, actually, I'm going to have Jasmine do this particular role. Let's see if she notices. Yes. So Jasmine notes as they're leaving, she's like, did you notice that horse? It's just like those ones that we saw at Tom's.
Ones we looked at? Or
They're the same type of horse. Breed. I don't know, but it's got the same coloring, same size, same stuffs.
Do you think Tom is in with the Gregar?
I mean, that would be weird considering he's also.
Like sides make the most money.
Tom's.
Tom's neutral.
I don't know. That's sketchy shit though.
Too valuable for both sides, for one side particularly. We're going back.
I think I don't know what would be the purpose of talking to Tom. Like confront him and then what?
Yeah, we bought animals and immediately took his herd.
Yeah, get compensation for his. He probably knew, but he did warn us not to come over here, so that's kind of on
We
us.
had that choice. They kind of took off.
Kind of took
Right.
off the best
Was
on
on
their
it.
backs.
So
Well, okay,
Lotus
Lotus didn't, but. No, Lotus ran with them too, didn't she?
Yeah, she's like, oh, boy! We're playing
Yeah.
with them. Like,
She,
I think
yeah.
we should spend a night. I think we need to either get away from here or spend the night here. We need to. I need a break, but I think staying here is probably a bad idea.
we need to find Lotus.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. And, Cree. There we go.
Cree probably has a call. There's probably a call that she can
Yeah. We do that, find Lotus, and maybe try to find Crossroads.
you go out the door.
Yeah.
So as you exit, this area around this village town, it's not woods, but there's trees. It's a nice area. You should see a little signs of life finally, and up in one of the trees you hear a caw, caw, and Cree's been sitting up in the tree. He's just been patiently observing and keeping a watch over everything, and he flies down, lands on Jasmine's shoulder, and they carry on a conversation in, as far as you can tell, because she's talking to him and he's talking to her in some kind of bird language.
Yeah.
Underneath the tree that Cree was laying on, you notice that there's a lump there. And Blake, as you come out, you see Lotus poke her head up and it's like, "Come here, girl."
I crack open one of the roast legs and I feed it to Lotus.
She
Like, there's a lot of extra food here, and fuck these guys. So I'm gonna use a lot of their food, and yeah, I'm gonna take like some fresh cooked meat, and I'm gonna
just right outside the gates.
No, like as we like walk past, I'm just gonna take it for the road.
Okay. You carry a turkey leg.
Yeah, walk me down. That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
Now, you guys made this dead sprint up to this town rather quickly on the mudlets, but I'd say it would probably take you maybe about 2 hours to walk back to the road where you guys had departed from. So you can make pretty good time to get back there and probably find some place to for the night.
Yeah.
Unless you want to just camp outside this town and see what happens.
Yeah, let's fire, camp outside the town, make smoke signals, make sure they know we're there. Yeah, it's been burning since the world's been turning.
So, let's see, we've been going for what, 2 hours, because we started at 1:30, it's now 4. You guys want to stop here, or...
I think here's a good place
I think
to
this is
stop.
a good pause.
Yeah.
It's just a good...
This particular book has more stuff, so... We'll do part 3 of the City of Rats next time.
Part 3, the City of Rats.
Yes. Maybe you guys can make it to the city.
So, yeah, actually to the city.